Excellent.
Kimi's quote or my quote?
It's your quote, actually.
I think it's ours. We use it both.
Seb,
Hi.
thank you very much for joining us in this beautiful car. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit better than my Corsa, but
just about.
just a tiny bit, because we did a few launches at the beginning of the year and drivers were saying they had to really train their neck and things like that. How are this year's cars compared to the previous years?
Faster.
Yeah.
So it's very good, yeah.
How crazy is it through Maggots and Beckett's? I mean, was
flat?
that... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never been flat before, has it?
Never been flat before. I mean, flat the first part, but then the second part, which is turn 12, which I guess it's Beckett's, is also flat. In qualifying was flat, and then you just have to lift off for Chapel.
So when you go into a race
The
weekend,
last part.
do you actually know that will be flat? Because of the simulators and things like that?
Well, simulator, yeah, it was very close, very, quick in the simulator. But I thought, okay, it won't be like that, but it actually was like that. So
you're
quite
literally
crazy.
in the cockpit like...
Yeah, 8th gear, flat out, 270.
Is that a case of just
cornering.
risk it and just see if it sticks?
No, you
or...
have a couple of laps. It wasn't the first lap, but
yeah.
to be honest, yeah, you have a good confidence. Cops was flat as well, so you have a good confidence straight away. The car also felt good this weekend. The result wasn't.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
What's your favourite race memory at Ferrari? I guess that's quite a fitting question to ask.
You know, I've been now with Ferrari for 2.5 years, and fortunately, I think we had a lot of nice memories. I think the one that stands out is the first win in Malaysia back in 2015. The next step up, I think we're working on it. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, up to now, I think that's been the biggest emotion with the team.
So you've got racetracks coming in left, right, and centre by the scene. You know, new ones coming in like Baku and things like that. What's your favourite racetrack to drive on the current calendar? And is there one that you'd like to see? Straight up Suzuka. Why is it Suzuka?
I think the track. I know the track layout. I really like the first part of the track with the S's up the hill. Plus, I think the atmosphere, the people. It's a crazy race, crazy event. So I really like going there.
And we had F1 Live recently, and we did a little video about maybe could it go to London as a racetrack? Would you like to potentially race around the streets of London?
Yeah, it would be great. I think obviously always when you're in the middle of the city, you get even more people to the track because it's easy for people to get to, and it's a special atmosphere. But obviously it's difficult to set it up. I think London would have to change quite a bit of resurfacing.
Yeah, just
around
a tiny
the city.
bit.
Yeah, with those things, it's not cheap, but for sure it could work.
We're sat here in a petrol station. The race fuel that you use with Shell, what's the sort of differences compared to putting it in your road car? And is it quite
very
similar?
little. Obviously, you have V-Power here. To give you an example, if I turn up with a Formula 1 car, fill it up, I could drive off. So that's how...
Could you? Oh,
yes,
oh wow, okay.
That's how equal
yeah.
The fuel is. You'd have to change the mapping a tiny bit.
Sure.
It would be a bit down on power.
Just a tiny bit,
but a lot of people at the track, in the laboratory, working on formulas, constantly trying to push us up, give us more performance. Equally reliability, because we don't have endless engines to spend.
Yeah. And you mentioned laboratories, because I'm a complete novice about fuel. I don't know too much at all. How much do you get involved with that sort of stuff?
Well, I'm not telling them what to do and how to mix their fuels, but...
not an expert in that kind of area?
No, I didn't like chemistry very much.
No, neither did I.
So, but it's very interesting, to see how small changes here and there can actually make a difference, and I can feel it in the car. So, we get, updates, boosts of up to 10 horsepower at the time just from the fuel, which you can feel.
Wow.
So it's quite nice.
That helps you down the straights then a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. But then the next day you're sort of, okay, when is the next one coming?
I want another boost.
Yeah, exactly. So they're constantly trying to come up with new ideas and new things to help.
So I'm now going to ask you to look into the future, because obviously the cars have changed quite a lot this year. How do you see it F1 in 10 years' time? Do you think it's going to be closed cockpits?
I don't know.
What do you think it will be?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. If you look 10 years back, not much has changed in terms of the cars. I hope it stays like that. Formula 1 should keep its core always stable. But times are changing, I think we need to make a choice whether we want to be, show and racing, put that in front, or innovation. That could be an interesting challenge in the next couple of years.
And something I'd really like to know, this is a very famous finger that you do when you win. Was this from when you had an accident in previous years? Because there was a statistic online saying that this was like something to sort of signify that. Yeah, I broke my finger,
but it's not from that. I think, as far as I remember, it's a while ago now. The first win in Monza, I was just so happy that I was first. on the timesheet first in the race. You know, this meant the world to me on that day, obviously, and yeah, it's just number one. You know,
Just number one. Yeah. There's no that sort of thing. It's just I won.
No, yeah.
And finally,
Yeah.
if you sign "Come on, Blue Flags" shirt, there you go.
Is that
Excellent.
Kimmy's quote or my quote?
It's your quote
I
actually.
think it's ours.
It's
We use it both.
excellent. Thank you very much,
No
Seb.
worries.
It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
And that's been Sebastian Vettel. Fantastic.